Speed is a chemical dependency. It costs thousands and risks everything. Engineers are locked in a deadly arms race to build the ultimate land missile. These machines accelerate faster than fighter jets and turn reality into a blur. This is the scream of titanium and the sheer terror of breaking physics. From turbine-powered monsters to the unforgiving kings of the asphalt, we have the definitive list. Here are the top 18 fastest motorcycles ever made. Let's count them down. Number 18, Honda CBR 1100 XX Super Blackbird. We start our countdown with the legend that ended the speed wars of the 90s. The Honda CBR 1100 XX Super Blackbird was named after the fastest spy plane in the world, the Lockheed SR-71. Honda built this bike with one goal: to destroy the Kawasaki ZX-12R 1100 and take the crown of the fastest production motorcycle on the planet. It features a 1,137 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that produces 164 horsepower. This aerodynamic shark can hit a top speed of 178 miles per hour. The bike is deceptive. It is smooth. Honda engineers use dual counterbalancers to make the engine feel like an electric turbine. If you were buying this new in the 90s, it would cost you roughly $15,000 in today's money. However, on the used market, it is the bargain of the century, costing between $3,500 and $6,000 for a clean one. If you've been here a while, you already know what Iron Pulse is about. We drop the essentials: old school, rider-made style; the cap, for long miles and windy days; the T, for the garage, the ride, and everywhere in between; the mug, for early starts and late nights planning the next run. No hype, just the mark. 20% off right now. Link in the description down below. The Blackbird was fast, but it woke a sleeping giant. Our next bike was Italy's answer to the speed question, and it brought sex appeal to the racetrack in a way no one had ever seen before. Number 17, Ducati 1199 Panigale R. When Ducati released the 1199 Panigale R, they didn't just build a bike, they built a weapon. This was the pinnacle of their V-twin engineering before they switched to V4s. It is raw, violent, and unapologetically Italian. It was the final evolution of the large displacement twin-cylinder superbike, and they made sure it went out with a bang. This machine is powered by a 1,198 cubic centimeter Super Quattro L twin engine, cranking out 195 horsepower. Quick pit stop. I went out and put together a short list of the best rider tools and gadgets, the stuff that actually saves your day on the road. Here are all the essentials. It's all linked in the description under Grab the Gear here. It doesn't cost you anything extra, it just helps support the channel. Now back to it. It hits an electronically limited top speed of 186 miles per hour, though it pulls hard enough to go faster. A brand new Panigale R would have set you back $30,000. Today, used examples are holding their value, ranging from $15,000 to $20,000, depending on mileage and track use. Say what you want about the Panigale, but there is a technological marvel from Yamaha that uses materials found in NASA spacecraft to keep the front wheel on the ground. Number 16, Yamaha YZF R1M. The Yamaha R1 has always been fast, but the M version is something else entirely. It is the closest thing you can buy to the M1 MotoGP bike, ridden by legends like Valentino Rossi. It is dripping in carbon fiber and electronic wizardry, designed specifically to lap a racetrack faster than anything else on two wheels. Maintenance is moderate. The engine is reliable Yamaha engineering, but the electronics are dense. If a sensor fails or the electronic suspension has a glitch, you need a dealer with a laptop. It is not a bike for the home mechanic with a hammer. The magnesium wheels are lightweight but fragile on potholed streets. Sarah, a club racer, told us about her first race on the R1M. I used to fight my old bike. The Yamaha felt like it was retting my mind. I hit 180 on the back straight, and the electronic slide control caught the rear end stepping out. It made me feel like a superhero. Getting your hands on this track weapon costs $27,000 new. Used models are highly sought after, trading between $18,000 and $22,000. Yes, the Yamaha is precise, but our next bike is a V4 masterpiece from Aprilia that sounds better than a Ferrari and handles like a scalpel. Number 15, Aprilia R, V4 Factory 1100. Aprilia is a small factory with a massive trophy cabinet. The R's V4 Factory is widely considered the best handling sport bike on the planet. They increased the engine size to 1100 cc to ensure they dominated the dyno charts, effectively cheating the standard 1000 cc displacement limit for street dominance. It runs on a 1077 cubic centimeter V4 engine, producing a staggering 217 horsepower. It has a top speed of 195 miles per hour. This bike is all about aerodynamics. It features massive carbon fiber winglets on the front fairing. Maintenance is hard. Aprilia parts can be hard to find and take weeks to ship from Italy. The valve clearances are tight, and the engine is packed into the frame with zero room to work. It requires a dedicated and patient mechanic. The V4 layout is notoriously difficult to service compared to an inline-4. We met a rider named Giovanni at a cafe. He said, "I sold my car to buy this bike. My wife was furious. Then I took her for a ride. She didn't scream, she just went silent. When we stopped, she looked at me and said, 'Okay, I get it.'" You will pay $26,000 for a new one. On the used market, prices hover around $17,000 to $21,000. We are just getting started with the speed demons. If you love high horsepower and dangerous machines, smash that like button and subscribe. We are building the ultimate garage of dream bikes. Now let me tell you about the king of the superbikes. It has variable valve timing and has dominated racetracks around the world for decades. Number 14, Suzuki GSXR 1000R. The Gixxer. It is a name that commands respect. The Suzuki GSXR 1000R is the ultimate evolution of the sport bike that started it all. It is not the most expensive, but it is brutally effective, using technology developed directly on the Grand Prix circuit to broaden the power band. It features a 999 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine with variable valve timing, making 199 horsepower. It hits the limiter at 186 miles per hour. The variable valve timing comes directly from MotoGP. It uses centrifugal force to change the cam profile, giving you massive low-end torque and screaming top-end power. It is a Jekyll and Hyde machine. It is docile in the city and a monster on the track. The suspension is fully adjustable. Showa balance-free, which is some of the best mechanical suspension money can buy. Maintenance is easy. It is a Suzuki. You change the oil, you lube the chain, and you ride it. It is built to be abused. Parts are cheap and available everywhere. The engine layout is simple, and access for service is better than the Europeans. A drag racer named Slick told us, "I have put 30,000 hard miles on my Gixxer. I drag race it every weekend. I haven't opened the engine once. It just wants to go fast." A new Gixxer R costs $18,500. Used examples are the best value in the speed world, selling for $11,000 to $14,000. But there was a bike that was designed to break the 190 mile per hour barrier, and did it with a name that literally means fast. Number 13, MV Agusta F4 R312. This bike uses a 998 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, making 183 horsepower. Its top speed is 194 miles per hour. This bike is pure mechanical lust. It features organ pipe exhausts under the seat and a single-sided swing arm. The engine was developed with help from Ferrari engineers. Maintenance is very hard. It is hand-built exotic machinery. The rear hub is prone to failure if not serviced perfectly. Electrical gremlins are common. You need a specialist mechanic and a deep wallet. Parts availability can be spotty. An owner named Alessandro told us, "Owning an MV is like dating a supermodel. It is high maintenance, expensive, and sometimes drives you crazy. But when you look at it and when you ride it, you forgive everything. These are rare. A new F4 costs upwards of $40,000. Used 312 models are collector's items, fetching $15,000 to $25,000. The MV is beauty. Our next bike is German precision. It introduced the world to the quick shifter and changed the superbike game forever. Number 12, BMW S1000RR. In 2009, BMW looked at the Japanese bikes and said, "We can do better." They released the S1000RR, and it obliterated the competition. It was faster, smarter, and easier to ride than anything else. It runs on a 999 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, making 205 horsepower. It tops out at 188 miles per hour. This was the bike that democratized speed. It came with advanced traction control, ABS that worked in corners, and a quick shifter that lets you change gears without lifting the throttle. Maintenance is moderate to expensive. The engineering is solid, but BMW parts carry a premium. The electronics are robust, but regular service at a dealership is recommended to keep the software updated. The cam chain tensioner is a known weak point that needs monitoring. A track day instructor named Hans said, "I have ridden everything. The BMW is the only bike that makes me feel like I am cheating. The electronics are so good they save you before you even know you made a mistake." A new S1000RR starts at $18,000. You can find used models for as low as $10,000, making it incredible bang for the buck. Moving on, our next bike is Honda's answer to the horsepower wars. It was built to win the World Superbike Championship, and it sacrifices everything for lap times. Number 11, Honda CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP. That is a lot of rupees, and every single one of them stands for race. The Fireblade SP is Honda finally taking the gloves off. They stopped caring about street comfort and built a bike that only wants to live at 14,000 RPM. This is the bike that Honda built to reclaim its glory. It features a 999 cubic centimeter inline-4, making 214 horsepower. It hits a top speed of 186 miles per hour, limited, but unrestricted, it pushes 200. This bike has the same bore and stroke as the MotoGP bike. It has winglets for downforce, it has electronic suspension, but the real story is the gearing. It is so tall that you can do 111 miles per hour in first gear. It is absolutely absurd for the street, but perfect for the track where you need to hold gears between corners. Maintenance is Honda reliable but intensive. Because it is a race bike, it needs frequent oil changes if ridden hard. However, unlike the Italians, it will likely start every single morning without complaint. The titanium connecting rods and specialized coatings inside the engine require high-quality oil. We spoke to a racer named Kenji. He said, "I took the Fireblade to the track. In fourth gear, the acceleration was so violent my vision blurred. It is the most focused machine Honda has ever built. It is pricey, with a new one costing $28,500. Used models are rare and hold value around $22,000. So do you know the gentleman's agreement? One bike broke it. It was so fast that governments threatened to ban it. Number 10, Kawasaki ZX-12R. In the year 2000, Kawasaki wanted to build the fastest bike in the world. They built the ZX-12R. It was an aerodynamic missile designed to break 200 miles per hour. But just as it was released, the fear of bans forced a speed limiter. It stands as a monument to the end of the unrestricted era. It uses a 1,200 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, making 178 horsepower. Unrestricted, it can hit 195 miles per hour. It features a massive monocoque frame that acts as the airbox, a design choice borrowed from Formula One to keep the bike narrow. It is big, comfortable, and devastatingly fast in a straight line. It has aggressive ram air scoops on the nose that force air into the engine, increasing horsepower as speed increases. Maintenance is hard. The monocoque frame makes accessing the engine a nightmare. Changing spark plugs takes hours because you have to disassemble half the bike. It runs hot and eats rear tires for breakfast due to the immense torque. A drag racer named Big D told us, "I put an exhaust and a tune on my 12R. I lined up against a modern superbike and left him for dead. There is no replacement for displacement." You cannot buy this new. On the used market, it is a cult classic, selling for $5,000 to $8,000. We are breaking speed limits with every bike. Do you prefer raw power or electronic wizardry? Tell us in the comments below. We read every single one. The Kawasaki was a missile. Our next bike is silent but deadly. It runs on electricity and holds the record for the fastest production electric motorcycle in the world. Number 9. Lightning L S218. The future is electric and the future is fast. The Lightning LS218 is named after its top speed. It proved that you don't need gas to go fast, you just need volts. It challenges everything we know about performance, stripping away the noise and vibration, but keeping the adrenaline. It is powered by a liquid-cooled electric motor making 244 horsepower and 22,000 RPM. Its top speed is 218 miles per hour. The torque is instant. There is no shifting, no clutch. You just twist the throttle and the horizon teleports to you. It creates a sound like a jet turbine spinning up. It holds the record for the Pikes Peak hill climb, beating all the gas bikes, proving that electrons can be faster than explosions. Maintenance is incredibly simple. There is no oil, no valves, no spark plugs, no clutch, no gearbox. You check the tires, check the brake pads, and charge the battery. That is it. However, finding a technician who understands high-voltage electric drivetrains can be difficult if something goes wrong with the inverter. A test rider named Paul said, "The acceleration is violent. It feels like being shot out of a cannon. There is no engine noise to warn you, just wind and speed. It is terrifyingly quiet." The price is shocking. A new one costs $38,800. Used ones are virtually non-existent. The electric bike is the future. And coming up is a limited edition homologation, special from Ducati that costs as much as a house. Number 8. Ducati Superleggera V4. Superleggera means super light. Ducati took their V4 Panigale and replaced everything with carbon fiber. The frame, the wheels, the swing arm, all carbon. It is a masterpiece of engineering. The lightest and most powerful bike Ducati has ever produced for the public. It features a 998 cubic centimeter V4 engine making 234 horsepower with the race kit. It tops out over 200 miles per hour. It weighs only 335 pounds dry. It has winglets that generate 110 pounds of downforce at 160 miles per hour, keeping the front wheel glued to the track. It is the most advanced motorcycle you can buy with a license plate. It is numbered and limited to 500 units worldwide. Maintenance is astronomical. If you crash it, you cannot repair the carbon frame. You must replace it. A minor tip over could cost $10,000. It is a bike for collectors, not commuters. The engine is tuned to the edge of reliability and requires meticulous care. The price? $100,000. Used ones? They essentially don't depreciate. The Superleggera is unobtainium. Our next bike is the Quarter-Mile King. It is big, heavy, and has an engine so large it could power a small car. Number 7. Kawasaki ZX-14R. While others chase track times, Kawasaki chase the drag strip. The ZX-14R is the king of acceleration. It is the only bike that can do a 9-second quarter mile right off the showroom floor. It is a massive, comfortable hypersport bike that dominates the street. It runs on a 1,441 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, making 208 horsepower. It is limited to 186 miles per hour, but tuners easily push it over 200. This bike is about torque. You can be in 6th gear at 30 miles per hour, twist the throttle, and it pulls like a freight train without hesitation. It is comfortable, smooth, and shockingly easy to ride fast. It features a unique monocoque frame that handles the immense power while keeping the bike stable. A rider named Tiny, who is 6'5", said, "This is the only sport bike that fits me. I put saddlebags on it and toured the country. It is a hyper tourer. I can cross 3 states in a day and still race a Corvette at the stoplight." You can buy a new one for $16,500. Used models are a steal at $8,000 to $12,000. The Kawasaki is a brute. Our next bike is the Legend. It is the bike that defines speed for an entire generation and wears the peregrine falcon symbol. Number 6. Suzuki Hayabusa. The Hayabusa. The name means peregrine falcon, a bird that dives at 200 miles per hour and eats blackbirds. It was built to kill the Honda Blackbird, and it did. It is the most recognizable fast bike in history, creating a subculture of extended swing arms and fat tires. It features a 1,340 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, making 188 horsepower. The Gen 1 unrestricted models could hit 194 miles per hour. Maintenance is the best in class. The Hayabusa engine is legendary for its strength. People strap turbochargers to stock engines and make 500 horsepower without breaking them. It is the Toyota Supra of motorcycles. It is over-engineered in every way. A modifier named Carl told us, "I have a Turbo Busa with 50,000 miles. I change the oil and tires. That's it. It has never let me down. It scares me every time I ride it, but it never breaks." A new Gen 3 Hayabusa costs $19,000. A used Gen 1 or Gen 2 can be found for $6,000 to $10,000. And yes, one bike forced the world to rethink what a street bike could be. It introduced superchargers to the showroom floor. Number 5, Kawasaki Ninja H2. Kawasaki decided that natural aspiration was boring. They wanted boost. The Ninja H2 is the street-legal version of their supercharged monster. It makes sounds that no other motorcycle makes, bringing forced induction to the masses. It uses a 998 cubic centimeter supercharged inline-4, making 228 horsepower. It can hit 209 miles per hour. The supercharger impeller spins at 130,000 RPM, forcing air into the engine. When you let off the throttle, it makes a chirp sound as the pressure relieves. It is painted in a special mirror-coated black paint that uses real silver flakes, making it look like liquid metal. The price is $32,000 new. Used models hold strong at $25,000. We are entering the top 4. These machines are barely legal or completely illegal. Jay Leno owns one. That tells you everything. Let's get into it. Number 4, MTT Y2K Turbine Superbike. The MTT Y2K was the first turbine-powered street-legal motorcycle. It is not a piston engine. It is a Rolls-Royce Allison gas turbine engine from a helicopter. It is the ultimate expression of excess. It produces 320 horsepower and 425 foot-pounds of torque. It has been clocked at 227 miles per hour. It has 2 gears, automatic and fast. It idles at 52,000 RPM. The exhaust temperature is 1,000 degrees. If a car pulls up too close behind you at a red light, it will melt their plastic bumper. It runs on diesel or kerosene, meaning you can fill up at a truck stop. Maintenance is aircraft grade. You don't change the oil, you top it off. If it breaks, you send the engine to a turbine specialist. It is wildly impractical. The tires struggle to handle the torque. Jay Leno famously said, "It's like the hand of God pushing you. The torque is just constant. It never stops pulling. You are just holding on for dear life." The price was $175,000 new. Used ones are auction items for the ultra-wealthy. And at the number 3 spot is the track-only brother of the H2. It has wings, slicks, and enough power to fly. Number 3, Kawasaki Ninja H2R. The H2R is what happens when engineers have 0 rules. It is not street legal. It has no headlights. It has no mirrors. It only has power. It is the pure, distilled essence of speed, built to dominate any other machine on a closed course. It uses the same supercharged engine as the H2, but tuned to 310 horsepower, 326 with ram air. It has hit 249 miles per hour. It features carbon fiber wings that generate massive downforce to keep it from taking flight. The exhaust is a straight titanium pipe that is deafeningly loud, spitting blue flames on downshifts. The tires are slicks because street tires would disintegrate at these speeds. Maintenance is strict. The engine service intervals are measured in hours, not miles, just like a race bike. It requires inspection after every few hours of riding above 8,000 RPM. The supercharger needs regular checks. A test rider described it. It creates a sensory overload. The world blurs. You are covering a football field every second. It is physically exhausting just to hold on. The price is $58,000. You cannot buy it used easily. Most are kept in private collections. The H2R is the production king. Our next bike is the evolution of the jet bike. It claims speeds that seem impossible. Number 2, MTT Y2K Marine Turbine Technologies decided the Y2K wasn't fast enough. They built the 420RR. It uses a larger Rolls-Royce turbine engine. It is faster, sleeker, and even more terrifying than the original. It makes 420 horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque. They claim a top speed of 273 miles per hour. It features carbon fiber fairings and advanced avionics. It is longer and more stable than the original Y2K. The transmission has been beefed up to handle the insane torque load. It is the ultimate expression of excess, a machine built simply because they could. Maintenance is the same as the Y2K. You need a hangar, not a garage. It drinks fuel like a jet. An owner, who wishes to remain anonymous, said, "There is no road long enough to test it fully. You run out of courage long before you run out of power. It is not a motorcycle. It is a rocket with handlebars." The price is $250,000. It is built to order. We have reached the summit. Our number 1 bike is a theoretical monster that blurs the line between motorcycle and art. It has 4 wheels but leans like a bike, and it has the heart of a viper. Number 1, Dodge Tomahawk. This is the most controversial, most insane machine ever built. At the 2003 Detroit Auto Show, Dodge unveiled the Tomahawk. It is a motorcycle built around the V10 engine from a Dodge Viper. It broke every rule of design and engineering. It features an 8.3-liter V10 engine making 500 horsepower. Dodge claimed a theoretical top speed of 300 to 400 miles per hour, though it was never tested due to aerodynamics and tire limitations. It has 4 close-coupled wheels that allow it to lean into corners. It is a rolling sculpture of aluminum and billet steel. The radiator is mounted under the seat, and the intake manifolds are exposed, creating a mechanical beast that looks like it came from science fiction. Maintenance is impossible. It is a concept vehicle that was sold as rolling art. Only 9 were made. Owners cannot ride them on the street legally. It is the ultimate what-if machine. A collector who owns one said, "It vibrates the floor just idling. It smells of unburnt fuel and danger. I have never ridden it fast, but just sitting on it feels like straddling a bomb." The price was $555,000. Today they are priceless museum pieces. Click on the next video to continue the ride. Subscribe to our channel, check out our store, and get yourself a t-shirt.